Hello, beautiful Pisces. Welcome to your reading. If you're new here, I am Divine Light, and I'm so happy you joined me today. In this reading, we will dive into the energies of your next 4 weeks with a general overview. We're going to start out with a coffee cup, and we have a week by week spread for tarot. And after that, we're going to pull your angel of assistance, and if there's a blockage, so we can see that. And if you want to enjoy this message, don't forget to give some love, hit subscribe. Subscription is the best and a free way to support the channel. And if you would like a private reading, I have my email in the description box. Just send me an email and I get back to you as soon as possible. I already see here kind of like a flying balloon. This can be your wish and desire. Actually, like this is the 4th week timeline being accepted. But when I zoom in a little bit, I see there are 2 men. There's one with a hat. There's another one here above them. This can be 2. This kind of looks like a woman as well, with like tied up hair in a bun. But this bow tie jacket, number 3 is on top of the head of the person. This can be something maybe you're doing creatively, but asking for help from an authority. I see there's a tears of joy here. There's another one. There's another one. There's like 5 different actually popped out. And it seems like before all these things happen, there will be signs. You will actually know that the things are working out for you. Another thing here, when I flip it, I see someone here and kind of looks like a fox. A fox can be a hidden feature or something in the shadows, someone doing something behind your back. And that will also come to light, which is the best part of it, because it is at the end of the day bringing you a chunk of money right there. So if there's like a hidden gimmick to it, you're going to become aware of it before it comes forth. And it can be something official. That's why we have a man with a hat here. But when you flip it, it turns into a fox. So if there's something that is hidden, you don't know yet, you're going to become aware of it before this happens. So maybe you can take cautions, or you can fill the necessary paperwork. You can get ready for this thing, okay? Another thing I have here, there's a second pathway opening within the 4th week, and I see someone's face here. This can be someone who's planning to come to see you. They have somebody dancing above their head. The dancing can be symbolizing them actually like being artistic or being flexible. And this person maybe wants to come forward to offer you something. Flexibility can be symbolizing that they can, because they're on the pathway, maybe this person is ready to move in together, or ready to support you with something. So it is good. It seems like it is a good thing. However, there's not much clarity of this person, if this is about a love affair or business, or maybe a family member who's living outside your comfort zone. I see a baby's face here now, dancing in the baby. This can even be a family member having a baby, and maybe will ask for your help. That can be the case here. Another thing I see when I look inside the 1st week, there is a person, kind of looks like a shaman with like a long cloak with a feather hat, and like the eyes are covered, kind of like the eyeglasses. However, can be like a tie, but the shamans do not really cover their eyes, so he can maybe see through it. But someone connected to the higher powers and the lower powers of the earth, heaven and earth, basically. This reminds me of the Hierophant energy, which is a Taurus. Sometimes this can represent an authority. I said shaman because the clothing kind of seems a little bit connected to nature compared to the other religious people that are their dresses, because shamans are mostly like they wear the feathers and stuff too. But this can be like whatever your religion, whatever your belief system is, it can be someone who's an authority in that. Another thing with the Hierophant's energy, again, so wherever you are, our authorities are different faces depending on the country. So this can be your authority, and you're facing the authority right there. I can see a little bit fear while you're facing that, because this authority might be someone demanding something from you, or demanding explanation or material thing. And it seems like you're going to come face to face, okay? But the thing is, though, there's a tree of life growing here. So this is an upgrade matter in your life. I feel like some of you are really imagining, desiring, wanting, or stepping in to something bigger and better. And when you do that, there's going to be some blockages in your mind. They're coming up here. Maybe there's some fear that you had with the authority. The authority is coming up and asking, what's up? What are you doing here? And this is not really the ghost of the future, but it's going to be a ghost of the past. It is something maybe you had fear about. Now I see here, you can see the silhouette is actually getting smiley, and then it's just fading away. So when you have the explanation, when you prepare the necessary everything and give it to them, they're just going to walk off. This can be, I see here like a hand, the fingers of the hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers. Fingers are usually connected to like a family issue as well. Maybe there's a person in your family that you respond to, and this person doesn't really allow you to go rogue and do your own thing. It can be like that kind of like a also explanation. And also you are saying that this is what it is. I did this and I'm doing that and this is my plan. So leave me alone, kind of like a conversation might be happening. However, I can see that you're maybe a little bit intimidated, but you're not really going to bow down to it. Another thing here is these people, if there's a family issue happening, or maybe in the company that you're working with people, they're all compartmentalized, can be also like the separation in between can be removed, okay? Or for some of you, can be separation coming forward. If you're working with a team, maybe on the same table and creating things, this can be an upgrade coming into your life that you don't have to sit with 5 different people. It can be everybody has, you having your own room and everybody having their own space. There's a definite upgrade. But if this is a place that you have actually separation and people are not talking to each other, that is also like light is coming into that space. Maybe there's going to be peace in that. When you step into that new environment, there's going to be peace in there. You're going to have true authenticity and sharing your true thoughts and feelings about the future of the thing that you're doing. Within the 3rd week, I see there's another person here. Looks like a masculine figure. He has someone right there, like an advisor with a big nose. Big nose can be symbolizing someone nosy, but this person has like a vulture right next to it. So I feel like this can be someone cleaning things up. The masculine figure can be your energy. You're looking very bright and standing strong. Maybe you're actually going to make a decision to take some action. And also I feel like here, when I say masculine energy, that actually means confidence. It doesn't mean that you're going to become a male or you're going to act like a male. Or if you're a male, maybe you're thinking that masculine is like a toxic masculine. It's not the case here. This is actually about decision making and walking towards direction. And like I said, there's a vulture here. Maybe if there's something that is not working anymore, cutting that off and feeding it to the vultures, maybe giving it away so you don't have to deal with it. Vultures can sound like negative energy, but the animals do not really have negative intentions. It's the cleaners of the earth. So it can be something, maybe you don't really have time to clean up, so you're going to give it to someone, they can clean it up for you. And another thing here, the person with the long nose, I sense masculine energy here, but this can be someone who's giving you advice. And you can take it as in the sense of, again, like a confidence. There's a woman, yesterday I was watching the Shark Tank, an episode popped in front of me, and there's this woman here. She has this long nose. She has this kind of a nose as well, short hair. However, that when you look at the women doing business, they're actually doing it very smartly, and they're investing in emotional ideas, which actually work out very well at the end of the day. Scrub Daddy, for example, the sponge is one of them. And I saw her actually investing in a cake business that a lady was making cakes, homemade. And that actually grows up and makes a lot of money in the future as well. Like you see the future future of it too. So I feel like here, this can be someone who has confidence, who trusts in you, and who is the vulture next to them indicates that when something is not working and they do not get attached to it emotionally and they know, okay, this is not working, let's get rid of this part. And then like it's like weighing you down, let's fly with it. That's why I don't want to classify this as business, even though it sounds like business. This can also be a relationship counselor, someone or a knowledgeable person in your life that actually gives you really solid advice, okay? And they're not really in front of you. They're not on behind you. They're on the side of you. So I don't feel like you really they dictate your life, but they have an influence on it, okay? And even if you don't have someone like that, this person can show up within the 3rd week, and maybe their advice is going to be really enlightening for you when it comes to that, because you're diving into a very hectic, crowded environment within the 3rd week and the 4th week. Some people are smiling. Some of these can be like parties, engagements, and there's a fire burning, maybe like a camping activities and like a sports trekking, like a walking activities. However, there's going to be a lot of like relationships, a lot of conversations happening there. I see, like I told you, there's a pathway opening, there's a chunk of money, and all of these might include require you to have a certain attitude and a mindset in order to get over them. Another thing I see, there's like a baby smiling right there, and I told you there's like a baby. Somebody's bringing a baby to you, but this is before that. I feel like this can be even something that you're going to have participation in your life first. Maybe you're going to engage with some new thing. Babies indicates new business, new job, new relationship, new friendship, and then when it sounds good to you, you're going to allow more of it to come to you, okay, into your life. And I see within the 4th week, there's someone here, looks like a masculine figure. Again, you can see they have kind of like a mustache, maybe authority figure. And this person, there's a mask under them. The masks are falling off. So this can be someone that maybe acted like they have authority over you for years now. Seems like that timeline, their mask is going to fall off. They're not going to be the boss of you, or they're not going to be able to dictate what you do or your decisions, okay? I see there are 2 faces here. They're even holding like their chin right there. So you're understanding maybe this is not really the person that is moving behind. There's another person there attached to each other. Kind of looks like that mask, the theater mask. One of them is smiling, one of them is upset. Seems like there are 2 people, then you're understanding that these people are working together. Okay, this can be some reveal coming to you. And I see they're forming a V shape. And when you realize maybe them working together, you're going to be able to take precautions, or you're going to be able to like actually respond to them properly. And that can bring this victory to you. Okay. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. By the way, when I do the tarot, sometimes we get answers to these people within the 4th week, for example, what they are, who they are. Is this love? Is this family? I see heart-shaped formings. There's a bear. Kind of looks like a dog with an ear too, bringing something that is balloon again. Your desire in the first flip, it didn't really show up, but the second flip, the second try, it can be happening for you. The thing is, like I said, the tarot part, I usually see in the analytics that not most people are watching it, but it can clarify certain things that is showing up here too. For example, within the first week, there's a person showing up in your energy field. Maybe you're not really trusting them, but you're allowing them. There's a second desire coming forward and pushing your first one to success. The second one has a crown here. This can be you actually getting a gift or getting crowned, becoming successful with something, and then it's affecting the second desire coming for faster. Like I said, you're allowing a dog or someone loyal to you come into your life. This person comes in, they have their gift ready, prepared. They also have behind them, they're hiding a snake. Snake symbolizes transformation, and they have a lot of thoughts and ideas, and they are opening those right in your household, right in your heart, and it can frustrate you a little bit because it can be complicated. It's dark, maybe dark ideas, or maybe complicated things that you're not going to understand right away. The snake indicates the transformative energies that they're going to bring to you. Okay, your second desire coming much faster, by the way. And then they're coming up with a massive gift here towards the end of the month. So this can be someone who's coming, maybe initially bringing confusion into your life, but when you allow them, your energy field is intact. So this is not someone forcefully coming in. You are allowing this person to come in. When you give them a chance to explain themselves, maybe clarify themselves, I'm trying to think, is there like a zodiac sign with this kind of ADHD with a lot of thoughts? Maybe Gemini. I'm just guessing, but Gemini is because they have dual nature. They can have a hard time to explain themselves initially. And I feel here, this person is coming forth, and it's going to take them for a while for you to understand what their true intentions are. But when they bring out the gift or the material thing, it's going to be clear. Okay, this person has positive intentions and good, actually good planning. Okay, they're planning good things. Let's see. We're going to look into the first week now. We have Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles symbolizes actually holding things back a little bit. I told you that there is a person, an authority figure showing up in your life within the first week. Maybe that's why this person is constricting you. This energy can be a person, can be an institution. They're constricting you. That's why the Four of Ariel might be coming in here. And I feel like this is also a sign, no matter how things seems like it, you are really powerful and you can resolve any issue. Okay, when you give, you also receive. Being resistant to change, extremes in how you save or spend money. So this authority figure might coming in to reflect this back to you. And initially it can start as like maybe being extremes in giving or receiving and being resistant to change. But if I feel here, this is also reflecting like a I think it's a reflective moment for you to understand why you are holding things back, holding yourself back from achieving success. The second week is about actually going back into your shell. Excuse me, guys. I got this like itch on my throat. This is the Epiphany, the Virgo. This is the Hermit card going to the mountaintop. You're going to manifest something your heart is desiring between these 2 weeks, okay? Because he has a star in his lantern. Star is your wish fulfillment. Even though you are actually hesitant with your actions, holding back or giving too much, or this is going to balance itself out and you're going to manifest your desire. And this will bring joy through. Maybe it is going to push you towards like taking a break from everything and everyone, and also experiencing the joy through this accomplishment, and going back into your shell and analyzing, okay, what has happened here? What did I change? What I didn't change? Or like, what was the solution here that I can apply into the other things in my life? That can be that your outcome here. Be a light to others, answers that come through meditation. So that's another advice here within the second week. This might be also suggesting that you need to really dive deeper into your inner higher self and connect with that. You can do it through meditation. First of all, meditation is very important. Meditation or prayer. If you have a prayer practice, rosary beads, those are also a way to connect the higher powers. Another thing here, you can use a pendulum right there, like a pendulum, and code it with like a yes or no answers, and it will, and ask your higher self to show up. And you'll get the answers to your questions, most of your questions. Within the third week, we have Four of Raphael. We have 2 fours already. 4 indicates knowledge. So I feel like here you're holding things back. And also maybe you're feeling disappointed about some certain situations because you are missing some knowledge here. Some information is missing. When you start looking for those information, when you're going to find the solution to those questions, okay? To those that is holding you back. Another thing with the Four of Cups is, Four of Raphael here says, okay, she has 3 here. She has 3 seashells in front of her. The 4th one is in the hands of the angel right there, Raphael. And Raphael is a healing angel. So it seems like she's looking at the cups right there. So she's lucky here. You have 3 things that you can enjoy, 3 maybe more. There are things that are really require your attention, but maybe your mind is on something that didn't really happen yet. And that can create some disappointment because you're living either in the future or the past, okay? So within the third week, this can also be another epiphany that you need to realize that when you keep your mind stuck into something that is not yet happened or that had happened that you cannot really change, it can really like smoosh you into basically into the timeline of those timelines, and you cannot really experience the future, and the opportunities show up in the future. That's why here I feel like the Hermit energy coming forward to help you focus on the future, not the future, I'm sorry, the moment that the present moment that we're in, okay? Seek out other possibilities, look for the magic in life, be aware of your own emotions. So Pisces, this is actually Pisces energy. Emotions might be coming and going. Be aware that they're not really temporary, okay? And we have finally Queen of Michael's 4th week. There is an authority. You are actually embodying an authority. I told you there's like a This can be a female figure, but there's a masculine energy. Queen of Swords, the masculine energy. Brilliant, self-reliant, insightful, and humorous. It seems like you're going to embody the energy when you skip that. There's a little girl here. That's actually very clear too. It is actually some sort of like emotional maturity also coming to you. Or maybe this is a person that is like creating the situation. That is through the emotion, you're going to jump to the logic moment. You know exactly what to do, the benefit of experience, a time of your career rather than a relationship. So I feel like this was about mostly money situations and career come forth, but it can be about a relationship too. But it seems like you're doing actually the right thing, making the logical decision here at the end of the day. Fourth areas we have here. Okay, so you might actually get a recipe for a new financial support, or a new home, a new car, a new education opportunity, something new material coming into your life. And that's why maybe you're actually going to pour too much energy to it, or maybe you're going to pull your energy from it because you might feel that, oh, this is going to create confusion. It's going to complicate things. That's why Four of Pentacles probably showed up here. We have with a Virgo. Yeah, this is basically suggesting instead of pulling yourself back and get the knowledge. Eight of Pentacles is also about knowledge and mastering your work. And through meditation, you can be guided by higher powers, your intuition, like with the Hermit energy. But it seems like this can also indicate that now you got the opportunity. Close your mind to outside effects and do not really allow others to get to you. Go back into your shell and learn as much as you can about the subject. Do your research, because nobody's going to look into it and research it as much as you do. Third week, like I said, you might actually gain something or not get the thing you want exactly. But I feel like with the King of Swords, you're going to approach that situation very stoically as well. And that stoic approach is going to actually create, again, with feminine energy, but also resources that you're going to be able to apply other things. So maybe you are in the process of getting something and there is some losses, or there's a situation that is ambiguous, but you're going to get the answers through King of Swords, being logical. Another thing here with the fourth week, I told you, when you're going to actually focus on the material stuff and you're going to use your experience, but your experience might at this time dictate that you carry everything on your back. Ten of Wands indicates that you are trying to take care of everything by yourself. And this is the suggestion here. It comes forth that says, ask for help. The help will be given you and you will thrive when you take that help. Another thing with the Ten of Wands energy is at the end of the day, you're carrying all these sticks to your own home. This is going to be something that you will benefit highly. However, you don't have to do everything by yourself. The Queen of Swords comes with the Queen of Swords. So logic also dictates to asking for help. It doesn't mean that help has to come from someone that is away from you. It can be someone that you're looking face to face, you're so close to, maybe someone very loving, supportive. And the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, maybe someone, another water sign like you are, and that will be there for you to fully support your journey. Okay, that can be the character. I'm going to dive into the chakra cards now. If you have any blockages, this can help us to, with a chant and also affirmation, to unlock those blockages. Or if you don't have any, but you're looking for something to really boost you, this can be also used. We have self-expression, speaking, something that I didn't really talk about here. Swords energy is communication, being clear, expressing yourself clearly, asking for what you're desiring. But this doesn't mean bluntly. It can be blunt. If this was a page energy, I would say maybe be blunt. But Queens and the Kings are tactful. They express themselves in a very tactful way. So because there is a saying in my language, like if you do not really express yourself tactfully, when you don't have any blame about something, you'll take all the blame. When you are tactful, like gently, basically, that's the word that I'm trying to say. Like then you take the blame. People say, oh, they told me, she spoke to me this way, that's all her fault, because you didn't really have any fault in the matter. And people tend to do that. They do not really I don't feel like nowadays we don't listen to understand. That's another problem here. But I feel like self-expression is your direction here, expressing yourself with your own element. The Pisces, you're very gentle, you're beautiful, and you can actually use that power. You have as ether element coming forward. Throat chakra might be blocked. Maybe you're having a hard time to express yourself. That's why all these sword energy come forth to tell you that you have it within you. And if you're having a hard time, gather up some knowledge and use that information. The passion felt in me cannot help but to be expressed. This can be also your unique skills as I use my voice to put my message, wisdom, and teaching out into the world. What I have to say is important and I will say it. I now make myself heard as my heart and soul express through my body, eyes, and voice. I speak up. Speaking up, and the wolf here also calling the soul family. Wolf packs are families. So maybe with that, you're going to start to pull your soul family to support into your life as well. Let's see your angel that will be supporting you during this process. We have Archangel Sandalphon coming with love. And let me tell you, he came up with most of the signs, and I see here kind of stream crystal, which is a crystal of wealth, abundance, and creating resources. So it can be also Sandalphon showing up with love to bring into your life the resources that you need at this time. Beloved, you're a child of God and peace lover at heart. This angelic oracle comes to you as a signal that new love or renewed love is dawning for you. See life through the compassionate eyes of your guardian angel who emanates the Christoph, and perceive that love as being uncompromisingly beautiful. Look to the beauty that you will create for all in radiance of your love, which is a prism of divine. Shifting your perspective to the angelic realm means you become a human angel. So basically, it is telling you to see things through the eyes of love, even though it doesn't seem like it. Know that it's happening for everything's happening for a good reason. Maybe if there is a complicated situation, I told you there's like a complication showing up. When you see through the eyes of love and you send love to the situation, which I do every morning to maybe even people, situations that I send love, and that actually resolve for your highest good. Okay. All right, beautifuls, that's all for today. I would like to thank you for joining me, and I wish you a magical day. Bye. Hey, beautiful, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel.